So what was Jacob's life created by God's will like? To my surprise, Jacob's uniqueness was revealed in his womb. The Bible also pays attention to the moment Jacob was born. Jacob, who had fought with his older brother since his mother's birth, grabbed his older brother's heel before he was born. His birth scene is so impressive that his name is called Jacob because of this incident. The Bible also pays attention to the moment Jacob was born. Jacob, who had fought with his older brother since his mother's birth, grabbed his older brother's heel before he was born. His birth scene is so impressive that his name is called Jacob because of this incident. Jacob is not a very good name. It means it will be a stumbling block, a person who catches an ankle. This symbolizes the fact that Jacob is not a gentle or sincere person. We can guess to some extent how Jacob's life will unfold through this name. Later, in the scene where God changes Jacob's name to Israel, it becomes clearer that Jacob is a name related to his guilty temperament, according to his nature. Jacob's record as a newborn is not bright. Even before he showed his will with cognition, he powerfully revealed his guilty nature of being busy only for himself. I was born with a simple character that I don't want to lose to others to buy when I need it. A newborn baby who doesn't know what the world is, what it is to win and lose, and be self-centered acts according to his selfish desire. He powerfully reveals his sinful nature only for himself. But this kind of selfishness doesn't just apply to Jacob. This is a story for all of us. All humans born in sin start their lives full of selfish desires. I try hard not to lose to others, and I take it lightly to deceive others to protect myself. Unlike the Bible record that the master of all life is God, they live mistakenly as if they are the master of their life. Humans are born with nature only for themselves. Isaac and Reeve were indeed God's people who believed in God. But Jacob was born in sin without a doubt. Not only did his parents believe in God, but he was also a child who begged for a child, but Jacob still had a sinful nature. He showed his selfishness from birth that he didn't want to lose to others and was busy only for himself. No one can get out of the way here. Until you meet God personally, you are born in the foolish state of making yourself your master. It's true if you were born and raised under a trusted parent, and a family's religious colors indeed have a significant impact on the growth of a child's consciousness after birth. But before that, we must bear in mind that all authorizations are fundamentally about themselves, not God. After Adam's fall, all humans have the same conditions until they meet God. Jacob's name suggests that he is born and lives self-centered. If you are held in a family we believe in, or if you know Jesus Christ differently and accept it as a Savior, it is purely God's grace. It is a great grace that allows a sinner conceived in sin, born in sin, and will have no choice but to be judged in return for living as a sinner. Not only that, but whatever is allowed to us, we are not entitled to it because we deserve it. However, many people in the church still compare others and me and blame God for what they do not have. But you have to know this. We were initially not entitled to anything. Whether you grew up in a suitable environment or not, those situations cannot be a good reason to blame God. These were lives where all we did was life and died in sin. But how can we complain before God, who gave us life to exist on this earth and saved us with grace? Therefore, we should not be bound by our parents, my environment, eating, and drinking, who will be with us in this land for a while, but we should raise our eyes and look at the sky. We have to look at the person who raises our eyes and makes the main, intact person of faith. This world has existed for a while. They will disappear. The same is true of all the relationships between parents, children, couples, and friends. While living with them for a while, God is the one we need to pay attention to and be aware of. We must live like people who live in this land but have hope in heaven. I have lived today with joy, keeping your heart in the heavenly hope that will last forever, regardless of God's glory, bound by what will disappear. That is the life of those who know God's grace, and God will never understand those who live like that.